How Qi Men Dun Jia has changed my life forever. Hi, my name is Douglas Chan. Today I'm going to share some stories related to Qi Men Dun Jia and how it can change my life or has already changed my life. And maybe some of the stories can impact you and maybe motivate you to learn this Qi Men Dun Jia for yourself and perhaps make your life even better comparatively. So the thing about life is we also make a lot of bad decision. When I was younger, I made a lot of bad decisions in my life. And whether is it business, friendship, etc., etc. So there were a lot of bad decisions was made. And of course, some of them actually created a lot of bad impact in terms of financially. And of course, financial situation will create a lot of pressure and also will affect families, relationship, etc., etc. I mean, such things is very normal in such case. But the idea is this: what happens if one day you're able to make a better decision in life, or I would say that you make better decision most of the time, rather than you make bad decision most of the time. I think that's a very interesting idea. So one thing for sure is that we sometimes do not know whether we are making a good decision or bad decision. Due to the information provided from the surrounding, we are able to analyze it basing on what we know or what other people tell us, and from there we make certain decision making. So that is, I would say, very common way of looking at things. But what happens if there's a external force, external energy that's able to share with you certain insights on things that before you even decide on doing it, you're able to know what likely going to happen. But of course, something people they call it forecasting, fortune telling, divination. But end of the day, the terms used are not very important because what's important is it able to work for you? Which means that every time you do 10 times of such kind of activities, would you be able to make at least 8 out of 10 times make your life even better? If it's able to, then it's a good tool. You know, to me, it's a very good tool. So this thing called 奇门遁甲 actually helps me a lot. And I use it for a lot of decision making, especially investment, business deal, etc., etc. You see, the list goes on and on. So question is, because of my ability to filter out those things which are not so friendly and things which are not so great, I'm able to slowly climb my career, climb my business into something very sustainable and substantial. You see, so now my business in this Qi in terms of teaching is across the world. And I have over 15 countries, students all over the world is learning Qi Men Dun Jia from me. And then I'm actually opening up schools in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, and even in Vietnam itself. So the question is this Qi Men Dun Jia really work for me? I would say yes, because end of the day is, if it works for me, likelihood if we were to use the same concept, it can work for anybody who is open enough to learn this thing. You see, so when I first started teaching this Qi Men Dun Jia, of course there are people who be skeptical, there are people who are not skeptical, and some of them who have learned with me, I would say that 9 out of 10 of them has improved their life tremendously. And of course, there will be 10 to 20% of their life, of the people within their life, they change so drastically that they actually treat me like somebody like a nobleman, a person that's able to help them in their life. You see, but I do not want to claim the credit. The credit always goes back to them. End of the day is the tool give you a direction, but whether the person is willing to take action into it, that's another story. As long as the person is willing to do the things that is being asked to do, or the direction given, and be hardworking and not be too greedy, or I would say don't be greedy, just take one step at a time. And then from there, things will be better as we move along. You see? And always we always think that this we have to be humble in what we do sincerely. Of course, we don't want to scam people. That is the last thing that we want to do. So the idea of this whole Qi Men Dun Jia is able to help one people at a time, as long as they are willing to open up their mind into this thing called the Chinese metaphysics. But of course, some people they claim that Chinese metaphysics is no basis. But end of the day is my saying is this: whether or not there's a basis, there's a science, to me that's not important. Apply it in your life for the next 10 times or 20 times and see for yourself whether it works or not. After that, then we talk about it. But if you are not able to verify and check on this, then apparently it's just based on judgmental, based on information by the public, you see. So in that aspect is I have made a lot of decision making using Qi Men Dun Jia. I invest in various company, in various people. You know, we do a joint venture. End of the day is I also based on Qi Men Dun Jia to discover myself, to see who am I able to work together better comparatively, and who is able to help me, and who am I able to help, vice versa. You see, so because of that, I'm able to work with people that is in harmony with me, rather than people who are always giving me problems or I may be giving them problem. So that is one of the interesting about Qi Men Dun Jia, that's able to see the harmony between people. You see, of course, we can also use this in terms of relationship, whether it's a boy-girl relationship or female or male relationship, or even the marriage itself. This can also help in many, many aspects, you see. So I also help many people who are in drastic situation in terms of relationship, marriage, and because of what I share with them, I guide them along and share with them what are the ways to do using Qi Men Dun Jia to help them to make things even better. And apparently, because of the direction given, they follow, and then supposed to be a divorce case, but they're able to maintain and be good until now. You see, so the thing is about whether we know how to go about doing it, so the achievement can kind of give us a indication of what are the problems, what can you do, and what you should do to make things work. That is the beauty about it. So the thing is, it is not something that but is very superficial. It gives you a specific guide. It gives you the information, a direction, and then from there, how you want to do it is up to you. You decide on the scale of doing it. You see, it will not tell you very, very specifically go to A, go to B, go to C, but it will give you a general answer, and then from there, you derive the answer automatically by yourself. You see, so these are some of the things which we can learn from this metaphysics, and we are able to make a lot of wonders. You see, so it makes a lot of wonders for myself and a lot of people within I know I have shared with them, and apparently they have make a lot of difference in their life, especially in relationship, their health, their wealth, etc., even their career. You see, so using Qi Men Dun Jia, one of the cases is that I help one person to go through a drastic career whereby she is actually having a lot of problem, and then I help her using Qi Men to find the right company, the right timing to go for interview, and then eventually she managed to find a good company that she joins, and after that she's very happy in that aspect, you see. So it's a very dynamic tool whereby it can help you to somebody who is open up enough to actually embrace it, you see. So let's say if you are new into this Qi Men Dun Jia, perhaps just try it, you know. There is no so-called a lot of investment into it. It's just that you need time to learn it. And once you learn it, apply it for the next 3 months, 6 months of your life and see what happens. You see, just to see what happened. Don't have to believe it first. Then from there, you see whether it can help you in your life. If it does, good. If it does not, it's fine, because sometimes this kind of thing is not suitable for anybody. You see, so end of the story is this: If you want to change your life, try something else. Try Qi Men Dun Jia, and then perhaps it can change your life forever. Thank you. My name is Douglas Chia.